Some people love living in chaos. Why? The world is so chaotic. Why do we want to live in chaos? Let's get out of this. What is chaos your default? Is chaos your default? Let's talk about it. We have a world that we're living in that's full of all kinds of chaos, and that's outside of us. But the chaos I'm referring to is the chaos within, and a lot of that is generational. It is passed down. We're living in certain environments. Even if you're living in a really beautiful house in a really wonderful neighborhood with low crime, there is sometimes chaos behind the walls of that house. Or if you're living in a neighborhood where there's constant chaos and you have to walk through all of that just to get to some level of peace, there's chaos, right? And even when we move from these environments, sometimes we're going to bring that into the next environment. We're going to bring that into the next relationships, whether it be romantic or friendships or even our business connections. Wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. So if you haven't taken the time to heal and do the work within for that, that the chaos, the mental chaos that you may have subscribed to or have by default been involved in from a child up into your adult life, you have to make the decision that you're going to do the work to that it takes to heal from that. What do you do? What causes all of the chaos to continue to manifest? Sometimes we hold on to things too long. We don't forgive. We don't allow for change of environment to take place. When we change our environment, we change our mindset, then we can actually get rid of the chaos. We can remove the chaos from our life. Our stinking thinking, the way we move, the people we're around, the people who bring the chaos, we don't realize because, hey, that was my ace, that was my girl, she was down for me, he was down for me like 4 flat tires. I mean, I've been knowing them since I was 2 or 3 or 5 or whatever. We've been rolling since I was 8 or 10, whatever it was, that caused you to have these connections with these people. It's based on proximity and not where you want to go. I've actually had to tell my child, listen, it's good to have friendships, but understand that the friendships that you're developing, you may not have these friendships in the next 5 years. This is talking to a 15-year-old because I know that right now it's based on proximity because you really haven't seen these people exercise anything that they say they want to do. You don't know who they really are yet. They don't know who they really are yet. I know for me, people that I went to high school with, I know them, but we're not as close as friends. I know them from association, but we're not close as friends, real friendships. I know that I've made those more closer friendships in my adult life in a conscious setting, knowing that these are the people I prefer to be around because these people are doing the things that I want to do in life. Things that I aspire to do. I'm gonna turn this light on. Sorry, y'all, because I need to make sure that you guys can see me. Okay, there we go. The sun is coming in, so I didn't want that to be a distraction. So, because I love the sunlight, so excuse me for interrupting this nice conversation. But I remember having those friendships, and I know that the friendships that I have now in my adult life are more in line with what I wanted in my life, and that I'm open for new friendships. I'm always open for new friendships because I'm always changing. I'm always evolving into something different and new. And wherever I am and wherever I want to be, I want to have friendships that align with that. I want people to be around me that know more than I know, you know? And as I'm telling my own child that it's okay to have these friendships, but these are friendships based on proximity. The only way to really get to know friendships that are not chaotic is to know who they are and where they come from. and how their parents are. And as adults, you want to be able to know how people, where they come from, what their outlook on life is, what they're doing, how they live their life. If they're always at the club, always in some drama, some trauma, some mess, those are not the people you want to be around. You want to be around people who actually have things planned out, have things that they're executing in the positive, things they're dreaming of and executing, things they are manifesting and executing, right? Because faith without works is dead. So if they're talking about something, anybody can talk a good game. But if they're not moving in a direction, that can lead to chaos, because these people are going to have dreams deferred. These people are not going to see the things come to fruition the way you're going to see it. And that's maybe creating some envy, some jealousy, some things that can actually create chaos, because I've had that. I personally have had jealousy because people see me open up my businesses. I've had trials and errors. I have had ebbs and flows, and throughout all of that, they've seen all of that, and what they haven't seen me do is give up. But at the same time, I've also seen them not support what I was doing, and that let me know, okay, you're the kind of friend that sits in the arena, way in the back, just watching, waiting for me to fail, creating some chaos, wanting to create chaos in my life. And so that lets me know that these are the people I don't tell my business to. These are the people I keep silent with. So I want to minimize the chaos in my life and increase the positivity in my life, increase the people who are supportive in my life, increase people who are doing great things in their life, whom I can glean from. You want to remove the chaos in your life, and that comes with people, places, things, the cat, the dog. Get rid of everybody that siphons the energy out of you and creates the chaos and keeps the chaos going. All the gossiping, what is it doing for you? What is it doing for the other person that you're talking about? What is it doing for them? What does it do to elevate you? You know, if you're going to talk about somebody, let it be that you're learning something from a mistake, maybe, but not to the point where you're degrading them. And now those things come back on you. You're creating more chaos without even knowing what you're doing. When you sit in gossip circles instead of a prayer circle to pray for them and pray for yourself and the people in that circle, what you're doing when you're sitting there gossiping about someone is creating chaos in your life. And you don't know, that's a boomerang effect. Whatever you put out is going to come back to you. So if you leave your home life in this chaos and you're in that same environment where there's all kinds of craziness and gossiping and drinking and whatever else that was going on, you left those friendships that were doing that kind of thing. Even if it wasn't in your household, you've adopted some of those thoughts and personality traits and behaviors, and you're bringing it into a new environment with new friends and new situations and new life, a new place. You live in a new state, in a new city, in a new country, and you're still bringing that. What kind of craziness is that? So you got to let go of the chaos. So this is why this topic is, to me, is so important. You know, is that the default? Is chaos your default? You can't let go of that. You got to figure out a way to let go of that if you want things to increase in your life. You got to get quiet. You got to get focused, and you got to get disciplined. And you got to find that passion, that thing that makes you persevere through all the obstacles that may be in your way, to see the goal, to see the thing that you want and desire, to hold in your hand, to make it happen. So how do you do that? You can't let chaos be your default. You know, you want greatness to be your default. You want positivity to be your default. You want kindness to be your default. You want those things to resonate and be shown before anything else anyone else could say about you. It's people right now I will not go around because chaos and gossip and craziness and drama is their default. And I just refuse for that to be a part of my life. At all. As much as I love them, you can love somebody and not like being around them. Two things can be true. Two things can be true. How do you remove the chaos from your life? One of the things that I know that I've done for any level of chaos that may have been in my life is I forgave myself. I forgave myself for being a part of that, or whether it's my fault or not. I forgave myself for adopting anything that may have carried itself into the new life that I was creating for myself. I had to let that go, tell my story, and then let it go. Forgive, ask for forgiveness, repent for it, forgive myself in the process, but I don't keep holding on to that because a lot of it wasn't my doing, but as I became an adult, it became my responsibility. And I had to be accountable for what I could do. In the words of my dad, my stepfather, he's no longer with me, but he had a lot of words of wisdom. He was a great man. I love him and I miss him so much. And he always said, control your controllables. So only the things that you can control are the things that you need to be concerned about. Anything else, that's somebody else's business. Get somebody else to do that and handle that. You can only handle what is in front of you. And that way you can let go of everything that has been hindering you and keeping you from being, A1, top grade, right? Having value in the world. That's what we want to do. You want to release it. You want to release it through tears. You want to release it through meditation and prayer. You let it go. It's nothing that you can do about yesterday. Nothing you can do. When I mean yesterday, I mean literally yesterday. You can't do anything about your childhood and who your parents were or were not to you, or your grandparents, or whatever happened. You cannot change that. What you can do is move forward in your life and set the tone for what you want your life to look like going forward. What can you do to take accountability and responsibility for your life? This is the time to do that. And you got to let that go. Otherwise, you're going to be constantly living in that chaos. It's going to be like a cycle. You'll meet a new face, and you think it's going to be a new situation. It looks different, but it's the same type of people. It's the same type of people. Different scenarios, same type of behavior, same type of attitude, same type of chaos. You want to daily remind yourself, remind yourself that you are worthy. You want to remind yourself that you are worthy, you are loved, and you matter. I'm touching my mic. You matter. You want to always remind yourself that you matter. Tell yourself you love you. When you look in the mirror, girl, you look good. Man, I look nice. Whatever it takes to remind yourself. Sticky notes, write it on your mirror. So when you look at the mirror every morning, you look at something, you're seeing something positive looking back at you. I'm beautiful. I'm kind. I'm worthy. I matter. I'm loved. I'm loved and I am loved. What's wrong with saying that? Because you are loved. You were made with love. You were made with love. Maybe whatever your parent situation was, I don't know what that is for some people. Maybe that wasn't love that created the union, but it was love because the Most High has you here. And you have purpose and you have meaning. You matter. And you got to know like you know without doubt. And minus the chaos in your head and in the world. You got to get to a place where you're centering yourself and understanding that you matter, you are loved, and you are worthy of having everything that you ever wanted. As long as you're in alignment, you're in obedience, and you're doing what's right in the earth. And you're going to have it, and you deserve it, because I know you're willing to work hard for it. I know you are. I can feel it. I don't even know you, but I can feel it. For those that resonate with this, please hit the like button, share it, comment. I hope this opens you up to great things, that you can get something from this conversation. Hey, it's gonna be okay. Get out of the chaos. Get into the positivity. Know that you're worthy. Know that you matter, know that you love, and know that everything that you see in your mind's eye, you can have. You can have it. You can have it as long as you're doing right. This is Deanna. This is Inspired Perspectives. I will see you in the next video.